Shabbos. Of all the characters in the Megillah, one goes through a metamorphosis. Mordechai is a tzaddik. Haman is a wicked man. Achashverosh is not someone who changed. Yes, he went from Jew hater to helping the Jews, but he's the same character of a confused individual. Someone who first kills his wife because of his friend, then kills his friend because of his wife. He is called a Melech Shaita, a foolish king. The one who goes through a transformation and change is Esther, the heroine of the Megillah. First, we're told she doesn't say where she's from. She doesn't ask for anything. She's timid and quiet. She's introverted. She's passive. And then she is the one who brings on the miracle of Purim. She tells Mordechai, gather the Jews. She devises a plan. She goes to Achashverosh. She has 2 meals with Achashverosh. Only second time he tells her, it's this person wants to kill me, and they're able to get rid of Haman. What happened in between? What trend changed Esther? There was one line that Mordechai said. You see, first when Mordechai tells Esther, go to Achashverosh, she's afraid. I haven't been called to him for 30 days, and if I go, I could be killed on the spot. I could be the first Jewish casualty. To which Mordechai replies, well, who knows if it's not for this purpose that you were placed in the position as a queen in the palace of Achashverosh. At that moment, she understood that she was where she needed to be because destiny was calling. That she needed to save the entire Jewish people, and that's why she was placed where she was. And all of a sudden, she transformed from a passive, timid person to someone who devised an incredible plan to save the Jewish people. This is a lesson for us. We find ourselves in circumstances, situation that Hashem places us in because we're the right person at the right time to make a difference. Nothing is just by chance. Everything has a purpose. And if someone comes to you, for example, and says, my grandmother was Jewish, it's for a reason. They have given you an entry for you to bring them back. It's not just, oh, just a cute thing, this happened. No. This is placed in your doorstep because you can do something significant, transformative with that event. So I was on a plane today, and as I get onto the plane, came one of the last people on the plane. So they said to me that my hand luggage, I won't be able to put my hand luggage on the plane. So they're going to have to put it down below. So I took out a few items from my bag. And the one thing I took out was my tefillin. The reason I took out my tefillin was I didn't need it for myself, but I don't like to put my tefillins underneath the plane. I like it to be with me at all times so that I'm secure, always having my tefillin. And back in my mind, I thought, maybe I'll need it for another Jew. I sit down in my seat, and actually there's 2 seats next to me empty. Pretty good. But, and the plane is full. But a guy comes onto the plane after me, and he sits on the window seat next to me. I'm in the aisle seat, he's in the window seat. And as we begin to fly, he says to me, do you know Rabbi X? Which I didn't. But I looked at him and says, so you're Jewish? He says, yes. And we began talking. And he actually was Jewish, but knows nothing about Judaism. Lives in Canada and knows absolutely nothing. And we spoke for at least an hour and a half about Jewish topics, about Israel, about different perspectives about Judaism and Israel and so on. And finally, Phil sitting there in the middle seat between us, I said, you know what tefillin are? He said, I take it out of the bag. I say, did you ever see this? He says, no. Doesn't know what tefillin is. He never put tefillin on. So I explained to him a little bit about tefillin. And I told him how the Talmud says that there's a category of Jews who have never put on tefillin, which is not a good category to be in. And if you put on tefillin even only once in your lifetime, you go leave that negative category and you reach a special level. Good for your soul. So even if you're not sure, worst case scenario, you put some funny boxes on you for a few minutes. The best case scenario, you would have made a transformative impact on your soul. And he put on tefillin. He was happy to do so. He was very glad with our time together and the conversation we had. And that Hashgacha Pratis, that divine providence, I'm not sure I would have done it if my bag was up on top. It was because the tefillin were right next to me, and I was able to use it as a prop and encourage him to put on the tefillin once in his life. That if a spark could have been enlightened and revealed. So next time you have an opportunity, grab it. Know that who knows if God didn't place you there for this very reason. Good Shabbos.